Bom dia, tudo bem? Today's Saturday morning, it's about 6:30, and exactly 12 hours from now I should be landing in Panama City, Panama. My flight is today at 3:30. Today's kind of a bonus day. Last year in Natal I had to book out middle of the night, so I've got a good chunk of today to kind of enjoy it, which is really nice. Bom dia. So on our way back from Tambao, and I think, if I return here again, while I wouldn't stay at the same hotel, I would definitely stay in the same area. Any further north, you're just too far from swimmable beaches. Staying near the northern end of Cabo Branco gives you kind of the best of both worlds. Tambao is a great place to visit, but I wouldn't want to stay there. Cabo Branco is the opposite. It's a great place to visit. I do like staying there. You've just got more access and more options, and the traffic's bad wherever you go, so that's not a consideration. But Cabo Branco, that's definitely the place to be. It's nice to have a break from the sun, which is just relentless. You're like, oh, yay, sun's out, go get some rays. No, it's fogo, it's fire. You just get scorched. Even with sunscreen, you just get scorched. So you can see Barsos. This is the first day since Monday when I was here that the tide is just low enough to start taking them out. In fact, I noticed I can see a little spits of boats out there, but over to this side I can actually see the little reefs that are jutting out. So it must just be low enough to do it. Right now you can tell, looking at the beach even, it's low tide. The tide is quite a bit low. My favorite beach chair area up north is Tambao. Once you get around that curve, which is 10-minute walk, 15-minute walk, the beaches just aren't swimmable. It just there's some pollution issues. They're just not really great for swimming. This is the lowest I've seen the tide in a long time, maybe since I've been here. There's just a wide swath of beach here. Good news is for these guys, they don't have to move their chairs. They can just set up camp right there at high tide, unlike some other beaches out there in Tao where they're constantly having to move them to work with the tide. Down here, you don't have to do that, put in that extra work, but tide is way out there today. So, and those boats are really on their way. It doesn't take them long, I guess. They can finally start making some money. So yeah, this is really interesting. I've not seen it this low before. Maybe a good thing for them. Here's my buddy. Joao's going to be here in a couple hours. I've got time to pack up and charge up, and probably the next video I'll have is in the airport, at least Joao Pessoa's, and then 3.5 hour flight to Rio. But I've got, I think, row 1, seat A, so I've got some little extra room, so I just got to find something to occupy my time. But it's been a great stay here, and not just Joao Pessoa, but Jacumã and Littoral do Sul, south of here, was just amazing. So this place is high, if not number 1 on the list of, you're going to come move down here, this is a great place to be. Diversified economy, and a lot of other things going for us. This was really a cool trip. I'm glad I decided to spend some time here. For as large as Joao Pessoa is and where it is, this is the smallest airport I've ever. I mean, Foz do Iguaçu's airport was bigger than this. This is the smallest airport I've ever flown into. It's tiny. Lansing is bigger than this, which is kind of surprising. So we get to walk on the tarmac. You don't get to do this very often, so I gotta grab some video of it. This airport's so small. It is in Foz do Iguaçu as well, too. I think maybe. I think this is this is an Airbus A320. I think there's only a few rows designated as like extra legroom or whatever. I'm gonna put this away and grab. Bye-bye, Joao Pessoa. Of course, the women aren't ready. Well, plane landed on time. I mean, the flight was okay. LA-10 is just really chintzy. You get a small cup of free water. Anything else you want, you pay for it. No chips, coffee, juice, nothing. Unlike Goal, where if you want 4 bags of chips, grab them. If you want one of each, grab them. So LA-10 is definitely a little on the chintzy side. I'm glad I ended up for a little extra legroom though. That was 3 hours is a long flight. So we've got about 7 hours to kill here. The international terminal is a bit further out. So that's okay. We still got to get through customs again. And we'll find some food and we'll check that. So good old wonderful Copa is the only one I can't do a web check-in with. So I got to go all the way through the exit, walk back around and print a frigging boarding pass. Welcome to Dinosaur Land. These guys should be extinct. Copa, I'd like to find other options next time because their product is kind of trash. All right, so just like when I left the States in Chicago, the Copa check-in wasn't open. I had to wait around. That was just an hour. Here, though, I've got 4 hours to kill before I can actually go check in and print my boarding pass. Looks like Copa wasn't the only airline to do that. Argentinian Airlines and a couple others I noticed. There's space for people to check them in, but they just don't man them until another 4 hours from now. So we got lots of time to find something to eat and find some goodies for the plane too. Okay, Copa opened up their taking printing agency thingy, whatever, like an hour ahead of time. So I flew in there about a half an hour after they opened because there's a huge crowd, and just got through probably 20 minutes or so. Flew through security, of course. You don't have to take your shoes off. They didn't open up my bag. The customs passport check lady had a bit of a salty attitude. I don't know what her problem is. Maybe just didn't like her job or just didn't like people. I don't know. All right, so Copa got us here late. We only had about, like 10 minutes. I love this little church here in Panama City. we only had about 10 minutes to get to the connection, and they had already closed the gate, so they rerouted me and my Brazilian friend Gerard to Miami, and then Miami to Chicago, which means I'll have 2 hours to make the connection, international, to go through customs from when I land in Chicago to get to Lansing. So I had a 6-hour window go down to 2. We'll see how that works.